Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashi's Kama TV. George Natabea, the Trans Nzoian governor, and Edwin Sifuna, the Nairobi senator, held a secret meeting in Sifuna's office. And this meeting has left many Kenyans asking many questions and discussing the agenda of this meeting. Natabea was supposed to appear before the Senate committee, but before he attended the committee meeting, before he appeared before the Senate committee, he spent some time with Edwin Sifuna, and they could be seen laughing heartily. They could be seen smiling, and their body language told a story of people walking in the same direction, people walking in the same journey, people in agreement, people on a mission. I want you to watch this short clip here. It is taking about less than a minute. Look at the body language of these two gentlemen. Then we are going to give a critical analysis of the likely agenda of this meeting. So, ladies and gentlemen, in my view, Sifuna did not attend Raila's meeting yesterday when he met the politicians of ODM. Sifuna, who is actually the party secretary general, was missing in action. The other thing that we need to observe is that the two sons comes from the Mulembe nation. So whatever they could have been discussing must be politics. And what could they be discussing? That is what I want us to discuss here. Because every move that Natabea makes and Sifuna makes is going to elicit a lot of discussion. It's going to actually start a conversation. Number one, in my view, they must have been talking about the 2027 general elections. Natabea has declared his interest. Edwin Sifuna has refused to support William Samoei Ruto and the broad-based government. Sifuna has differed seriously with Raila Amolo Odinga. So the meeting of the two Mulembe nations could be trying to rally the Mulembe nation together. Remember, the Mulembe nation has been voting in all manners. The Mulembe nation votes have always been divided. But there is cry for royal unity. And what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Edwin Sifuna and George Natabea must have been trying or must be discussing the unity of the royal nation. Number two, in my view, is about the politics in ODM. ODM is hopelessly divided. And Sifuna is actually having a hell of time in ODM. Some members of parliament and some senators, some politicians in ODM want Edwin Sifuna fired. They want him to be sacked. But who is Sifuna? Sifuna doesn't care. So what is happening here? They could be exchanging notes about what is happening in ODM and how they can join the Kenya moja. Hii timu ya wa Mushoba, Kadhono Mushoba. Babu Owino, and Sifuna. And you agree with me that the unity between Sifuna and Natembeya could actually be a force to reckon with. Whoever is likely to have the support of this team is likely to have a lot of votes. I've always opined in this channel that the next election, in the next election, Mulembe nation will be very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. They could have been discussing, there's an idea about Natembeya. Natembeya, many people strongly believe that would be the best running mate for any candidate. In fact, William Samoei Ruto has always been trying to woo Kalonzo Musyoka or Natembeya. Because when you look at the two leaders have a constituency behind them. When you remember Sifuna and the way his sharp tongue, and Natembeya, his mobilization skills, then you agree with me that whoever is going to win the Mulembe nation must get the support of these two gentlemen. In fact, I don't see any other person in the Mulembe nation who will be as crucial as Edwin Sifuna and George Natembeya. And that is why ODM is said also to be considering to have a candidate. Who this candidate is, there's some school of thoughts that are saying that Sifuna would make a better candidate as a presidential candidate from ODM. The other thing that they could be discussing, in my view, are legal matters. Natembeya was appearing before the Senate committee. Here, he was to be grilled. He'll be grilled by the committee. The way he has been spending money, the various accusations, the account books, some of them that are not balancing up, that are not adding up. Maybe as a legal mind, he could be consulting his lawyer, who happens to be Sifuna. But this, again, would actually amount to conflict of interest. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Why do you think Natembeya and Sifuna are meeting? Because I know Raila Amolo Odinga, wherever he is, and William Samoei Ruto, and all those guys who are interested in 2027 must have noted that meeting. Najua ukiona watu kama wakikutana ni wazee, bio ya mgabo ikilia, kuna jabu. Je, ni kipi kitazaliwa? Guys, that is my take. As usual, please like the video, comment, and let me know where you're watching this video from this evening. Bye-bye.